Let's make a run together. I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever. I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide.
What's up, you guys? SimWolfHero here today again, and I'm here with another video for you guys today. I am here with another little build here for you guys. This is going to be a two-parter. This is kind of just going to be the shell of the house, really. In this episode, pretty much just the exterior is done. Some of the little things at the end are done. Pretty much the house is built to scale of what it's supposed to look like on the outside today. In the next episode, we're going to focus more on the actual layout of the house, and the actual decor of the house should be in the next one. I might even push this up to a three-parter, to be honest, but again, we will see. Anyways, this is kind of just like my take on a modern kind of house. As you can see here, pretty much we just got the basic layout out the house. I know it's kind of a long video, guys, but believe me, I tried bringing this down as much as I could. This is maxed out to about 4 times speed right now. I could have done a little bit more, to be honest, but I wanted everyone to kind of gauge where this whole thing is at right now. In the next episode, I might actually forward it a little bit quicker, just because it is still kind of going a bit slow right now. This is about 30 odd minutes worth. Yep, about 30 minutes of the actual speed build. In honest, this is maxed out to about 4 times speed, so this took me about maybe 2 hours of nonstop work. So that's how that went. Either way, though, I really love how this house is coming along. I don't really have a name for it yet, obviously, but you guys will probably know the name by now, seeing as though it's in the title. I'm recording this and I haven't even thought of a name for it, which is kind of odd because I'm usually not like that. Usually I think of a name for the house first before I even start recording, but this will have a name and you guys will already know the name because it's already right in front of you. Anyways, like I said, modern take on kind of a, I wouldn't really say mansion. I guess a lot of people would. This is in one of the lots. I believe this is in the empty world that we got in one of the updates, which I cannot remember the name of right now. I want to say Riverview, but that doesn't sound about right. But we got it in one of the free updates that they gave with The Sims. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of finagling around. Finagle is a funny word. Finagling around with some of the pools here, trying to get a nice, interesting kind of shape. In some of these bigger houses, usually you just see mostly square-shaped houses. I wanted to do something of kind of like curved, but then I remembered that Sims 4 doesn't have curved pools. Sims 3 did. We don't have curved pools in the Sims 4, unfortunately. But anyways, I kind of left it just kind of a regular flat shape. I changed the pool around just a bit. I also changed around this back end quite a bit. At first I was kind of having this idea of using some of the stones that come with the spa day pack. I can't remember what it is. One of the spa day pack came with kind of these little squares that I believe were able to be stepped on. But the thing with that is, since this house is kind of a big thing, those small little squares were not going to be enough for the actual house, and if I enlarged them any bigger, they looked out of place, and it was just not right. As you can see here, I believe that's what I'm trying to go for right now. I'm trying to look for the stone little things, but it took me a while to actually even find them. I can't exactly remember where it was now that I think about it. But at the end, I believe I deleted those stone things, and then I went ahead and just went with the basic patterns from just the terrain stuff, and with some of the just floor tiles that we use, which it turned out pretty good. Over here, I was thinking about adding this huge the water fountain, the water wall that comes down, but once I got it done and placed, it looked a little bit out of place. It was a little bit too big, especially because over this area right here where you can see there's a little walkway that goes over, it was actually a bit too big for the walls. So I did go ahead and delete those, and I used, I believe, the smaller version of this water fountain wall, which will be placed in a bit, which that's probably one of my favorite little things about this build so far. This and another thing that will be shown at the end of the video. This one is kind of just my little thoughts of, oh, what would happen if we had like a little out push, a veranda kind of thing, to where people could dive off. And here I go with the stone little tablet things that I was talking about. I couldn't really arrange it in a good enough spot just because it was a 3 wide kind of gap there. It looked good on that one side where it's only a 1 line, but and then I decided to go ahead and enlarge them, but they looked way too big and it did not look like anyone could actually step on them. So that was the idea that I had. Again, I just went with kind of just some of the pavement. Honestly, think it looked good. The pavement does go through a couple modifications as well, so we will get down to that when we get there. Other than that, like I said, yep, see, here I am going ahead and add some of the terrain. I do end up deleting the terrain for some more different pavement later on, just kind of to mix and match the style. Currently, this house is completely white. I had an idea of just doing a completely white house and then just having the insides be colored by only the objects, which was an idea, but I went ahead and went without that. In this current part, the house is not colored. In the next part, it is colored. I have used some colors on it, so I won't give away what the color is. You guys will have to just stick around for the next episode. I did go ahead and switch the colors. Right here, this is where I had the idea of actually doing those floating kind of things there, but then I remembered that in Get Together, we came with those new flooring things that you can use for the dance floor, so I went ahead and put those down, and boy, do those look great. I really love how that kind of looks. Really would have wanted it to be more inwards, but there wasn't enough to cover the little space right there, so I just went ahead and went without that. As you can see here, like I said, I went ahead and changed the terrain and I put more pavement in. I believe I jump around a lot during this build. I started doing a lot of the exterior stuff, and then I jump up top and start doing some of the second floor. The second floor was actually kind of the hardest piece, just because it was just kind of a different way of doing it. This build was actually inspired by a lot of pictures that I saw on Google. So what I searched was modern homes, or I think it was just modern homes, modern decor, modern exterior homes, and it came up with a couple different pictures. So the front side of the house is actually one picture where the stairs are off to the side, and then the back is actually another one completely, where one side of the house is pushed more towards the left. We have a little middle piece and then a smaller end piece right there. So that's kind of where I went with that. And right there, as you saw there, as I was just kind of swooping over it, there's a little entrance piece right there. There's actually 2 entrance pieces. There's the one that's in the very front yard with the gate, and then the other one is located on currently the right side of the house. That is actually going to lead into something else, and you guys will see. Like I said, this whole second level was just difficult to do. It was kind of a mix mash of mashing pieces together trying to make it look good, but in the end I believe we ended up with something nice. It does have 2 balconies on it, one in the side of the house and then the other one out the back that is looking over the pool, and it's just lovely. I could imagine sitting there with a nice margarita or martini and just sipping away and just gazing over my pool and all the people that are at my pool. I have no life, I have no friends, please follow me. And that's essentially just what I did with that. It looked really, really good like that. I didn't want it to be overcrowded. I believe currently this house will probably hold about 4 to 6 Sims, to be honest. I actually want to use this house for something special, which is going to be like a little secret project that I'm working on. So hopefully that will get released. Like I said, this is a very modern home as well. So the next bit was a little bit tough to do as well, which is the roof. Again, one of the things that I probably mentioned in one of my videos past is that the Sims 4 is great to play with. It's awesome. The thing with it is that a lot of the tools that we used back during the Sims 3 days aren't here. So a lot of the terrain paints aren't here, which I don't mind as much because I'm not really good at terrain, which I'm trying to work on that. But we don't have any terrain editors, which kind of sucks, although it looked like a couple people were teasing at it this year, so who knows, maybe we will get that. Obviously the color wheel is gone for creative style, which I don't mind too much anymore. I did a while ago, I did mind it, but not as much as I do. So that's fine. But one of the big things for builders that we lost was I haven't played with Sims 3 in a while, and I forgot the name. Constrained floor elevation tools. So CFE, we lost that. Yeah, constrained floor elevation tools, CFET, whatever. We lost that tool, unfortunately, which was really nice because you could have a lot of split leveling, which made for really, really cool looking modern homes with really cool and interesting kind of roof shapes. Unfortunately, we lost that here. We have the ability to use the what you can see here, which would be the half walls, but the half walls come in a variable different sizes, but the thing is they are not covered, so it just exposes the outside, which is fine for a lot of builders, but for me it's kind of one of those things where it's like, there should be something covering it. It looks weird this way. But I did go ahead and use the half walls there on the roof, and I did go ahead and fill them in with just some objects from the actual game, which I believe I used shelves and tables, a shelf and an end table, I believe. I just made the sides go up a little bit more, and it just covered it completely. And I have used this in one of my own houses that I made for my own personal use, which I was gonna upload, but unfortunately my whole system crashed one day and it was no longer there. But yeah, it kind of sucks that we don't have constrained floor elevation anymore. We got to make do with what we have. I'm really hoping that maybe one day they will bring it back, maybe in some sort of patch, although seeing as though that would have been great to put in the base game, I'm not exactly 100% sure if they would bring it back later on, although it's not improbable. The only thing is, I know that, you know, how computers work and stuff like that. I imagine it is a lot of coding for that to actually work, but you know, look at me looking like I know what coding is. But either way, I really hope that kind of makes a comeback. I really hope that does. Anyways, like I said, working on the roof here, expanding some of these over to make it a double sized. Honestly, if I went back, I would probably make every single one of these half walls double, like a double size like this that I'm doing right now, just because it honestly looks better this way. Just doing the one like that was a real pain, especially to fill in, because there really wasn't any good objects to fill in without making it too small or too big, and I wanted it to just be just right. And either way, finishing up right now, I believe we are getting into close to finishing up the roof, filling it in. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I also added a lot more music to my repertoire for the channel, so as you guys should have heard by now, there should have been at least 3 songs being played already, if not maybe 4 or 5. Yeah, actually, there's about 5 different songs in this. I'm going to try and link those in the description below to the site that I use to actually get some of those free, uncopyrighted songs so you guys can actually use. I'm going to go ahead and try and remember that, but chances are future me will forget to. Isn't that right, me? There was some probably text right there that said that I forgot to do it. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, it's one big shell in this episode. Later on, it will get expanded on the inside. I have a lot of plans for this house. Currently, I don't know. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun. Like I said, I was trying to work with these stone tile things. It was working okay for a bit, but then I'm like, oh, this is just way too much. I don't think it's going to work. So I do put it here for just a bit, but then I do go ahead and replace it out with something else, which I believe is a better alternative. It makes the house look a lot more modern, and I'm just so I love this house. And there we go with the hedge gate there. Looks great. I'm very excited. Like I said, the next build for this, or the second part of this, I should say, should be coming out very, very soon. I'm hoping that it will come out probably within days of each other. I'm gonna go ahead and get this completely finished and ready for you guys. That way you guys can go ahead and download it into your game if that is what you wish. Again, you can always download any of my builds off of the gallery using the hashtag SimWolfHero, or finding it under my name, which should be also in the description, which it should just be my last name, I believe. Yep, you can always go ahead and download anything off of the gallery with my username, and you can use it in your game and do with whatever you please. If you want to change it and have like some sort of death pit instead of a pool, you go for it, Glen Coco. 4 points for you. If you want to have some sort of jail in this, go ahead and do whatever you want. I'm rambling at this point, aren't I? I should really stop and do that. Anyways, couple little updates about the channel. Yes, there is going to be some changes. We might be getting some different art styles coming in to the actual little graphic that you see above my profile. We will probably maybe be getting a new little picture that I have for my stuff. Other than that, there's really no big changes to the channel, other than we are adding more content. So as I told you guys, I received some stuff in the mail. If you guys seen the video, I'm not gonna link it in the description, but it is on the channel. Just a bunch of stuff that I received off of Amazon, which is one of the mics that I'm using right now, which is amazing, and I'm loving it, and it sounds great. I'm trying to fix the audio quality on some of the videos, so that will get fixed. But I received the Elgato, what is it? The Elgato 60 HD capture card, which is working amazingly, by the way. There was some issues with it, with recording audio from the video game on my PlayStation 4 and recording my commentary, so unfortunately that wasn't working right. I finally got it to work. The way I got it to work is I use a separate program to record my voice, and the actual program the Elgato uses to record the game audio. So that's how it's working right now. I did do a little bit of pre-recording for that, and it looks good. So we are good to go with that. So there is going to be some PlayStation 4 games going to be on the channel. we're not changing that much, guys, so please, please, please do not be afraid. It's just me trying to expand and me just trying to grow a little bit more as a YouTuber, because this is definitely one of my hobbies. I love doing this for you guys, and it really sucked when I was away and I couldn't do much. I really wanted to explain more in the last video about why I was gone, although we did not get to. But like I said, I really miss doing these videos. At times it can be very disheartening to do them because I shouldn't even say disheartening. I should say more it was very difficult to do just because of the job and stuff like that, and there was a lot of changes going on in my life at the time. But for the most part, I believe we are done with the changes, which I'm hoping. And don't mind me. I mean, I love changes as much as the next person. Ooh, changes. But hopefully all that is squared away and I can get back to doing something that I really love doing, which is playing some Sims 4 for you guys, which is great. That's never leaving the channel, guys. Never ever gonna leave the channel. Sims was one of the first games that I picked up when I was a kid. So when I moved into my house back when I was like God knows how old, we found a copy of The Sims 1, and as it happens, back then that was when we got our first family computer. And literally that was the start of my gaming addiction, literally. Although I really wouldn't call it an addiction, to be honest. You know, I just play video games. That's it. You know, I do my other stuff that I need to do in my daily life. I just like video games. But yeah, that was one of the games that got me started. Also, another game that got me started is something that's going to be streamed on the channel as well, which is going to be those good old wrestling games that I talk so much about. I am a fanboy of those video games. I have been a fan of the actual company, which is the WWE, obviously. So those games will be coming to the channel, along with a lot of other things, along with some Rocket League, along with some Fallout 4. Ooh, you're doing Fallout 4? You're just like every other YouTuber. Dislike. Guys, it's a good game. And obviously, some Just Cause 3 will also be being produced for the channel. And some other games when they come out. I'm looking into some of the more indie titles, which I really want to play. I just set up a lot of my things on my Steam account, seeing as though the Steam just had their kind of little hack over the weekend. I don't even know if I should be talking about the Steam hack because this video might go up late. I don't know when it's going to go up, but it will go up soon. They had their little Steam hack that happened, unfortunately. I was going to start buying some more games on there because I really want to play. There's one game that I really want to play, which is called Undertale. And seeing as though I think I'm good at voices, I don't know. I think I would benefit from the game because I've heard a lot of good comments about that game. Apparently, it was close to winning 2016 Indie Game of the Year, and I think it got beat by Rocket League. So, I mean, Rocket League is great, don't get me wrong, but if it's anything like what I've been hearing, that it's like a little RPG kind of thing, but it's not your regular RPG, I'm very excited to play it. So that's going to be coming to the channel as soon as some of the Steam things die down. I'll be getting that game. There's going to be games coming out of the Wahoozy for this channel. Wahoozy? Oh man, I really need to catch up on my lingo. Wahoozy? Who says Wahoozy? I genuinely, either way. Anyways, off topic. There's more games gonna be coming to the channel, which this is what this channel was always gonna be about. Just gaming in general, talking to you guys, and yeah, that's honestly it. Yeah, so more games coming to the channel, so expect that soon. Hopefully sometime in the new year, if this video hasn't been up before New Year's. By the way, Merry Christmas. Very late Merry Christmas, unfortunately, because unfortunately issues subsided with work, and I was working and didn't have time to record. Plus, family was over at the house. There's no peace and quiet in this place, and this room is not too soundproofed yet, which I'm hoping to get that changed as well. Yeah. Anyways, back to the video here. Before we get more off topic, the roof is done. It looks magniflorious, and I enjoy it. There might seem to be some small changes. And actually, in when I go ahead and upload this, guys, it will probably and honestly be a couple days in between the upload. So definitely, when you guys see this video, let me know if there's any changes that you think I should make to this house. There are some couple things that I want to add to the roof so it actually looks cohesive as a unit. I want to go ahead and try and add some more flowers and some more petals, and some more petals. Yes, that too. I want to add some flowers and some bushes around the place to make it look interesting, and just a lot of other things. Also, let me know if you guys love this bumping music. My gosh. It's great. It's EDM music, and I am an EDM fanatic. I love all EDM music. Yeah, just let me know if there's anything in the comment section that you guys think I should change in this. I would definitely like some of the feedback. As you can see, we're getting up to the end of the video here. No screenshots in this video, guys, unfortunately, just because it's not done yet. But we will eventually go ahead and get into those screenshots. We are adding a small little, I don't know what you would really want to call it, but a small little landing there. And what I do with it is, this is actually just going to be a small little DJ area. I'm not really 100% sure if I want to do a basement for this house, although the basement would probably be the best place that I would want to ever actually put a DJ booth at. So this is just like the little landing where the DJ is set up. I'm not really sure what else to add out here, but definitely let me know in the comment section if you think that there's anything cool that I could add out here to make it a lot better. This is not the final product of what the actual thing looks like. There's always going to be some changes to it. So I'm sorry, this EDM music just gets to me. I love it. I'm just over here just slowly waiting for it to fist pump the air. Oh, come on, come on. And the drop. Love it. Anyways, I was trying to add those kind of dance floor things up top that are see-through with a glass ceiling, but it wasn't working too well. So what I did, I believe, is at one point I actually wanted to hide it in the trees, but it wasn't gonna look very modern. I do end up changing it a bit to where it has a foundation level, just so I can actually put a roof on it, and we will get there pretty soon. Also, so Christmas just passed. I hope everyone had a marvelous Christmas or any sort of holiday, winter solstice, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadan, whatever you celebrate. I believe Ramadan is during right now. If I'm wrong, please someone correct me. I'm very sorry. But most of the holidays just passed. New Year's Eve is coming around. Personally, I don't set resolutions. I don't really think there's any point in it. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. But let me know in the comment section below, guys, if you guys have any New Year's resolutions that you are trying to attain this year. You know, something like what everyone wants to say is probably losing weight, or this or that, better job, more money, better relationship, a relationship, etc., etc. You know what I mean. Yeah, let me know in the comment section if there is a New Year's resolution that is really taking up your time and something that you really want to do. I'm trying out my voices with this mic, and I hope it's working very well. I love this mic. I really do. I know that this is kind of rambly, but you know, I think I'm allowed to be a little bit rambly. Finishing off the pool here, I did say that there was going to be some more changes. I believe the only changes that take place is that we add some of those items in the floor, add some lights, and I think that's about it. I don't think I even changed the color of the pool. I kept it the chlorine bleach. I know that for sure. And I believe even the walls and the floor stay the same. I believe I might actually change those on later on to a black and white theme, just so it looks good. I may actually even put a basement here now that I think about it. just so it connects and you can actually look into it from a basement level. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Also, I'm getting kind of stuffy for some reason. I don't know. I don't want to get sick anymore. Yeah, sucks. Yep, anyways, finishing up here, putting some more of those lights there. I don't believe I put any more, like, attraction stuff, like some of those bubble things that pop up or anything like that. I believe it's just those light paths that are being put there, and that's it. I also wanted to do kind of like the AT&T raising the bar thing there. It was going to be a funny idea to see if anyone actually spotted it, but no. I also thought about putting some flowers in the pool just to make it look a little bit more overgrown, but nah. Anyways, here we are coming up pretty much at the end of the video. Finishing off this little piece, putting in the DJ booth, going ahead and starting off with some of the walls in here. I believe this has sets of 3 stairs, so 1 right there already in place, 1 on that side, 1 on the other side, and nothing on those sides yet. So please in the comment section let me know if there is something that you guys think I should add to it. I will definitely try and do my best to add something to it. And this music, my gosh, I'm really gonna try editing me. Please remember to put the link to the website where I've gotten this free music from, because it's uncopyrighted music, guys. It's great. You can use it for artistic commons and stuff like that. So this is what that is. Even that I would still just use it just for listening to, because it's so I love this kind of music. It's great. Finishing up, adding some lights, finishing up with that purple kind of gray dance floor. Believe we're also gonna be adding a roof here in a second. That's kind of what it looks like at night. I know that I add a few more lights, those hexagon kind of light. Hexagon? I think those are hexagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not good with shapes. I'm sorry. Finishing up there, putting those lights up. Those lights do change. I have tested it out. I did move the DJ booth back a bit more. I did test this house out currently in the state that it is. It worked completely fine, so there shouldn't be any issues. But like I said, in the next episode, we will go ahead and get into more of the actual building on the inside, decoration, stuff like that. Hopefully the next episode is the last. If not, we might push to a 3rd, but we will go ahead and see. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the video right here as I'm finishing the roof. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please go ahead and leave a like and a comment letting me know what you liked about it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.